You can tell when your car battery's dying. But with your water heater, you'll never know until it starts leaking. Before you buy another tank, consider a Navien tankless water heater. No storage tank to heat or leak. Lower energy bills and endless hot water for spa-like comfort. All backed by Navien's strong warranty. If your water heater is over 8 years old, it's time to check out Navien at tanklessmadesimple.com.
Count on Navien.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Hey, Steve.
What's up, BJ?
You can't keep me down, okay?
No.
You can't keep me down. I'm back.
You're a true warrior.
That's right, buddy.
Yeah.
Nothing will get me. I'm back.
You know, if they're ever going to hand out the Purple Heart to a civilian,
Oh, I'm the one.
you'd be number one.
All right. Well, that's for sure, man. I've done stalwart work doing absolutely nothing. Now, as you know, everybody's being affected by the coronavirus, as me, only just because we're being super, super safe. But you know what? Things are good. Turns out allergies are just like, this is the wrong time to have an allergy.
Yeah, I mean, but you can never be too safe. As much as I want to give you a hard time that you had a cough, but, at that in today's climate, if you cough, that's like carrying a gun.
It's so true.
Whenever I want someone to get away from me, I just start coughing.
It's a good call. Yeah, it's a good call.
That's not good.
Yeah, so, but the doc's like, hey, try this allergy medicine. Try this. Maybe you got a little reflux. Try some Prilosec. Do whatever you can.
A little reflex problem, huh?
I
hear Vicky can help with that.
Yeah. Wow. You know what? Look at you. You know what? You're still rolling. Doesn't matter. They're not stopping you.
The Rona doesn't stop me.
The Rona. Oh, the Rona.
Is that what we're calling it now? Yep.
Oh, I didn't know we're calling it the Rona. Well, Jimmy Fallon, he's not slowing down, even though, of course, they can't do the Tonight Show because, there's just too many people gathering to make that happen. He still did a monologue from his front porch. And, of course, there's no studio audience to react, so he used a sound effects machine to help with the applause and laughter.
Of course, we're doing the show from here because of the pandemic, also because I'm on house arrest for stealing a jet ski. I read that emergency, the drink powder. They're telling people to not mix their product with booze to make quarantinis. They were like, if you want a quarantini, that's NyQuil, DayQuil, and a splash of Tide Pod. Just a message. But here's some good news. Today is the first day of spring. Yay! Now Americans get to play a fun game, allergies or coronavirus. Isn't that fun? Yeah. I saw that there is now a way people can virtually watch Netflix with their friends. So if you couldn't decide what show to watch, maybe adding 4 other people will help.
Oh.
Okay. The laugh track is saving him. Is he intentionally sucking?
I
think so?
I don't think so. I think just like when you listen to sitcoms, if he were to do a monologue and nobody's there, I don't care what joke it is, they will always fall flat. Those I don't think are any worse quality than what he normally delivers.
It's probably also him not being in the studio environment. He sounds a lot more like self-conscious about the jokes.
Could be.
I don't know. But boy, oh boy, maybe they should just let him have the time off.
I don't disagree, man.
I don't know if this is the right way to handle. I mean, the laugh track was making it tolerable, but other than that, it was just like, ugh, okay.
To me, it's a lesson in how we will find things funny if we're in a group and it's supposed to be funny. Like, look, he's coming out, he's doing a monologue. These jokes are supposed to be funny, and every once in a while he'll have a clunker and he'll address it on the show. But doing it without people, and you know what, Steve, that's an interesting thing because his heart might not have been in it as much as it would have been with feeding off the crowd, being there live. He could have been a little flat too.
Yeah. Or maybe I was just like, that was the goal. It's to show, hey, look how hard it is. And so he's just hamming it up being more awkward.
Yeah, I don't know. If he's hamming up being more awkward,
good for them.
He gets an award.
Good for him. Good for him doing it.
He came off like a guy that was like, this ain't working.
Yeah.
Man. It just goes to show you, like us, we never know if anybody thinks what we're doing is good.
I assume everything sucks.
Oh, good for you.
That's a good way to go. Yeah, it's a good way to be.
That's a good attitude. That's a good worldview, buddy.
Yep.
Dude, it's funny though. Like I know you had the allergy scare, and he mentioned that even in his little monologue, and that's why we've been off for a couple of days just to make sure it was just allergies. This morning I had a panic because I woke up and I'm like, oh, damn it, I have a runny nose. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Now I got to be the guy that can't come in. Then I realized I had a nosebleed. And I've never been happier to have a nosebleed.
Oh, wow. Damn, are you sure that's not part of some other virus, like the zombie virus?
Yes, I am dead.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I think that's the first thing that happens with the Walking
Hi, Zombie
Dead.
Steve. How you doing?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just hate those damn things.
Oh, runny noses?
No, nosebleeds.
Oh, nosebleeds.
And you get them once in a while, don't you?
I mean, it's not too often, but it's often enough that it annoys the F out of me.
Is it because you're in love with the cocoa? Is that what it is?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's exactly.
I'm in love with the
I think it's just that I'm an aggressive nose picker.
Oh, that's... I think I would rather believe that you were a cocaine addict than that.
Nearly as cool as being a cokehead. I get it, boys.
Yeah.
That's really
Jeez.
cool. You need to put that on your business card. Aggressive nose picker.
Aggressive nose picker.
God, that is... Thanks for that visual.
I'm not doing it.
You know what?
How's your breakfast, everybody?
I feel a little nauseous. I'm sure that's a symptom. I'd like to go back home, please.
I'm ready to go. I got a little piece of toilet paper ready to go to plug it up my nose if I start bleeding again.
Worst comes to worst, just use a tampon. You got this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got
Vicky, can you help him out there?
got you.
Steve, I don't want to be insulting.
What?
But
Too
that
late.
is not going to do your nose job. You probably do need a tampon.
You want proof? Look, it's one piece.
I know you got it, but
there you go. Shoving it up there.
Dude, there's still an opening. I'm trying to tell you, like, they still can get out. I really think
They can still get out.
Yeah, you need a tampon.
What
for
is
that nose.
they? The blood?
The blood creatures. Yeah, Steve.
All right,
that's-
I'll aggressively pick it, and then I'll prove that I'm right.
Yeah, you need a
please
bigger
don't.
piece of toilet paper.
It does look like that's stuck up there right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not going to get that out.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's like,
Boom.
You just throw that away now.
There's a
Okay.
little blood. It's still going.
Oh,
gee.
God.
Damn warrior.
Bless America. Do you? Why?
Yeah, BJ,
Steve?
you have allergies. Steve is bleeding here, and he's here.
Yeah.
He's doing it for us.
Yeah.
I'm
I
sure
don't
this.
take days off because of a cough. I'm bleeding. I come in.
I'm sure you're probably. Are you sure you're not like infecting me with at least stupidity? At least that.
Well, that's been the last 13, 14
You're right.
years.
Not much I can do about that, is there? All right. Well,
I actually debated keeping this in my nose and grabbing one of those face masks that's on Thrill's desk. And that way you guys wouldn't notice that I have my nose covered with toilet paper.
well, yeah. Please keep your nose. We don't want you bleeding all over the place. That's probably not good either.
Who wants that?
Who wants that? Well, you know what? There's probably a fetish out there, but it's not anybody in this room. Vicky, that's not you, right?
No.
Okay, nobody wants that in this. Danny?
Well, in the wrestling world, you get some color, which is blood. That's a good thing. So if I start bleeding, I got to show my face to the social media page.
Oh, yeah. Say we hit you with a
Crimson
chair.
mask.
Yeah. Okay.
Quick, Rev, super kick me in the nose.
Done. Wait.
Okay.
I'll try.
Well, I think there's more important questions that have to be answered, like
Such as?
why would a guy try to eat a credit card? Okay, that is a big question. Yeah. Why would a guy try to eat a credit card? Well, Bloody McGee over here, he's going to tell you. He's got the Migs report for you at 6:17.
Is that my new name, Bloody McGee?
That's your new name.
I like it.
We'll do that at 6:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Get Macy's lowest prices of the season on great fall specials like glamorous diamond pendants and earrings to complete any look. Now 60% off. And get ready for cooler nights ahead with 65% off Charter Club Damask sheets and bedding. Now at Macy's. Plus, get your Macy's order faster when you pick up curbside or in store. Or try same-day delivery powered by DoorDash. Savings off sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
You can tell when your car battery's dying. But with your water heater, you'll never know until it starts leaking. Before you buy another tank, consider a Navien tankless water heater. No storage tank to heat or leak. Lower energy bills and endless hot water for spa-like comfort. All backed by Navien's strong warranty. If your water heater is over 8 years old, it's time to check out Navien at tanklessmadesimple.com.
Count on Navien.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
Well informed on the issues of the day? Not this guy. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Migs Report.
Well, thanks, you guys. Thanks to Kia Puyallup for giving us the Migs Report. And today's a day to carb up, boys.
Oh, yeah?
It's National Ravioli Day.
Oh, yes.
Sweet. I haven't had raviolis in forever. That used to be my jam.
Just had them yesterday.
You did?
Oh, squash ravioli just had yesterday. Nice.
I was going to ask what kind in the inside. I like a little lobster ravioli if I want to be a little bougie.
Oh, lobster ravioli is the bomb.
Or just a simple cheese ravioli is great.
I'll never argue with that.
You know what's also good? I bet Danny likes it because he's a fan of the Halloween. Pumpkin ravioli.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's good.
I've never tried that.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I can't remember where I would get it, but wherever I went, you should go.
Okay, cool. Got that.
So hurry up, Danny. Make a reservation. Oh, wait. Everybody's closed.
Today is also International Day of Happiness.
Oh, wow.
So how do you plan on celebrating it? Playing board games, probably.
Well, I'm going to be at home, but I have convinced Sarah and Jay Rubs to play some board games with me this weekend.
Nice. Shoots and ladders all weekend long.
It's going to be happening all weekend long. What else are we going to do? Actually, they came to me. How about they're so bored because they're stuck inside that they're
my gosh,
hey, you got a lot of board games. You want to play with us? I'm like, all right, sure thing.
Dude, it's just cabin fever city.
Yeah. I've got a game store in my house because I went crazy on board games, so I've got plenty.
Yeah, we just find ourselves watching random things on Netflix and other places as well. That's what we've been doing.
Yeah, it's been great to catch up on shows, no doubt about it. I'll tell you after the news, but a big character showed up on Better Call Saul.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Nice. Was it Tom Brady?
It was not Tom Brady.
Well, he just officially introduced himself to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Isn't that nuts?
I just saw that. That's pretty crazy.
Our world is just, if you told us 6 months ago all this was going to happen.
Right.
I don't know what's more surprising, the virus or Tom Brady on the Buccaneers.
What has he got? He's getting $30 million a year or something like that?
I hope that's enough.
He's got a family to feed.
Yeah, that's a lot. He's got a lot of things to think about.
I love it. There's little points I'm humble and hungry. I'm like, dude, you're 42. To me, it's just... good for you. That's pretty awesome that he's still motivated. I'd just be like, I'm rich as F. I'm taking a nap. I'll see you guys when the season starts.
I am with you. I don't know what is in a brain like that makes him want to keep going, but good for him.
It's awesome. Let's talk about this guy in Florida. Not so awesome. He just got arrested because, he decided to eat a stolen credit card.
A stolen credit card?
Yes, because I guess the cops got a call on Monday about a guy trying to buy some jewelry and gift cards with a stolen debit card. He's 27 years old. His name is Jose. The cops show up, so what does he do? This is what you do when you want to dispose of the evidence. You eat it. And he was eating the credit card.
Sure he was.
They didn't even think that would be possible. In my opinion, I'd just watch him. I'd be like, yeah, all right, you want to eat that credit card? Finish it. I want to see you swallow this.
Oh.
But he wasn't able to swallow it before the cops showed up.
Yeah, man, dude, that's like razor blades. Those things are sharp.
And then they found a baggie of white powder in his pocket. And they're like, what's this? And I got to give him credit. He gets an A for honesty. He says, I'm not going to lie. It's cocaine.
Oh.
Apparently, he also had 13 other stolen credit and debit cards on him.
Well, again, cocaine is not cheap. Got to find some way to pay for it.
Let's head on over to Danny's old neck of the woods, and that's New Mexico, where this guy, I love this. I don't love the fact that he stole a couple of televisions, but I love his response to the authorities when they found out that he stole these televisions. He said, I was so drunk, I didn't realize that I stole 2 TVs.
Really?
Yeah.
That's some drinking right there.
Because they saw him the next day, and he said, I have no memory of doing what you're saying I did. But he did notice that there were 2 TVs in his room.
Oh, that'll probably be a good clue right there.
You got to love Vancouver, Washington, putting us on the map, the state of Washington, for not being very bright. This story has been spreading virally. It started on Reddit, and it's been out everywhere since. A woman named Miley from Vancouver, Washington, has been washing herself and realized that the soap hasn't been really doing its job. Only to realize that it wasn't soap. It was a block of cheese.
Oh, my God.
Kind of looks like Dial, right?
Oh, my God.
She posted, I just realized my soap wasn't working because it's literally a block of cheese. For a couple of days, I'm like, why isn't it foaming?
Oh, wow.
I came to realize that it was a dried out square of Tillamook sharp cheddar cheese.
Wow. That, I don't even know what to say.
And alcohol, of course, has something to do with this because she says, I suspect that I left it out when I was intoxicated and just forgot. She shared the picture, and it kind of does look like soap. But at some point, you got to realize it's not soap.
And at some point, doesn't it smell like cheese?
I would think.
You'd think that maybe, and dude, if she was washing everywhere with that ain't good.
And here's the headline of the day, maybe even of the century. A guy exposed his junk outside while balancing a pie on his head.
Woo! There you go.
Oh, talented.
This happened in England. At first, I thought for sure this is a Florida story, but no, he's 32 years old. His name is Steven, and a few people saw him. They called the cops, and what he did was he whipped out his junk and then put a pie on his head to show that he's ready for America's Got Talent.
Yeah, he really, or that American Pie, one of the two.
And how about the cops show up, and he was able to pull his pants back up without the pie falling off of his head.
Okay, now at that point, you've got to give him a shot on AGT.
He's a man of talent.
Yeah, he is.
I don't know if you also saw in the world of football, lots of stuff going on. I mean, the Seahawks even involved in it. We're bringing back Bruce Irvin. I don't know if you noticed that.
I did see that. That's cool.
Kind of towards the end of his career, but he didn't play bad last year, so that's a nice little pickup.
He's better than nothing, I'll tell you.
Thank you. And also, it's looking like we're going to have like a whole new look for our offensive line. A few different players were picked up. A guy from Pittsburgh that a lot of people say it has the potential of being a really good pickup for the Seahawks because he can do a couple different positions, including center, and who knows what's going to happen.
That's important because when you have injuries, if you can have people that you can move around, that's great.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Todd Gurley no longer going to be in the NFC West. The Rams decided not to keep him, and he just signed a 1-year deal with the Atlanta Falcons.
Ooh, those Falcons are trying to shore stuff up a little bit.
As far as weather, we got 60 degrees and sun, a beautiful day to be quarantined inside of your house. And that's the Mix Report, and that's what's up.
I'm going to tell you, that NFC South is going to be insane. Now that Brady's with the Bucks.
That's so nuts.
Yeah, I think, the Falcons have got to do something, obviously, and any other team that wants to be competitive. The Panthers are in transition with the new QB. It's going to be, that NFC South is going to be insane.
Was it trippy seeing all the Photoshop? Because people do a really good job of Photoshop now. When a player gets traded or get picked up by another team, all of a sudden they're wearing the jersey.
Yeah.
It was so trippy seeing the Tom Brady pictures where he's rocking a Tampa Bay Buccaneers jersey.
It's so weird. It is, it's so weird. I love that. I remember the old days of my baseball cards. They would try to put somebody in a uniform.
They would badly paint it on them.
Oh, bad paint job. It was so horrible.
Yeah.
It's like, but everyone's improved their game. It's pretty wild. They can put a new hat and a new uniform on a guy, and it looks like he's been with the team.
Yeah.
Wow. So there you go. Tom Brady's a Buccaneer. Also, I told you, Steve, Breaking Bad, Hank made his debut on Breaking Bad, on Better Call Saul.
Hank, no way.
Yeah, we finally got to see the early days of Hank and his whole, DEA investigation of all the drugs.
Is it the same guy?
Oh, yeah. And I think his same partner.
He didn't die in real life.
Yeah, his same partner, too.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, he's still alive. I forget the actor's name, but yeah, the guy.
The guy that looks kind of like Michael Chiklis.
Yes.
That's what I always thought of him as.
That is horrible for both of them, but
why?
they are. Well, because they're two different people, but I can see why you think that.
Chiklis is a stud.
You're a baldist is what you are.
No, I love bald.
All bald people look alike to you, huh? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm a bald enthusiast.
Okay.
It's Dean Norris.
Thank you.
That's the guy who plays it.
Thank you, Rev. Dean Norris is
also known as Michael Chiklis.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But it was fun seeing, because Hank's character evolved over the years. And so he had to go back to being sort of like that two-dimensional douche that he was when he was first introduced in Breaking Bad. Mm-hmm. And, of course, this is before Breaking Bad, the whole Better Call Saul story. And it's getting good. The trouble is there's going to be one more season after this. So it's like, it's really just I want to see it all resolve. And
he's not into minerals yet, is he? Like his rocks and stuff?
Not that I've seen.
Okay.
We haven't seen his home life yet. He did talk about his wife being crazy a little bit, and I think it's the same old partner. I don't know. You know what I mean?
It's been such a long time, man. I don't really remember.
I feel like it's the same partner that he had in the DEA, and it was fun. It was like that was a nice surprise. Of course, Gus is all over Better Call Saul. And the whole Salamanca people and all that.
Nice.
So, yeah.
We watched a movie on Netflix that was surprisingly not awful.
Oh, what's that?
I mean, it's just a dumb, fun action film. It's right up my alley. It stars Mark Wahlberg, so you know it's going to be great.
There you go.
Spencer Confidential.
Oh, and it's made for Netflix?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know Mark was doing stuff for Netflix.
Even my wife looks at me and goes, for a Netflix movie, this doesn't suck. Which I don't know if it's necessarily what they want to say.
I think that's what they need, actually, because they're running out of, all the material that people are taking and putting on their own little streaming apps now.
It's just, it's a real paint by numbers, kind of like crime action film. It's a corrupt cop in Boston. You'll like it. They're in Southie.
Oh, of course.
They got Boston accents and everything.
Oh, so he doesn't have to stretch too much.
No.
He gets to actually sound like he normally sounds.
He just gets to punch people in the face. It's pretty awesome.
Would you put it on the level of Murder Mystery? Because Murder Mystery, the Adam Sandler, Jennifer Aniston movie, was not bad. It was a good little comedy.
I think Murder Mystery is better.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But
All right.
I wouldn't put it on the level of like insert other
Hateful
Netflix
Eight?
movie. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
That's
Okay.
it. That's a good one.
That's the one you don't want to. Okay, perfect. We've got some great news if you like delivery. But again, Portland wins. You know, you got to get
okay.
Portland wins. And Steve,
I've been getting blown up on this. People are like, someone stole your idea. I'm like, I like to say that I'm the only person that came up with this idea, but it's such a no-brainer for an idea that it's not a surprise that somebody has done this.
But I will tell you that you were the first one to come up with this over a year ago, at least, right?
Probably the first. I got to imagine someone before me, dude. I mean, Uber just rhymes with boober. It's a joke that writes itself.
But the idea that somebody would do it, that's the key, is what I'm loving about it.
I'm too lazy to even think of doing it.
Yeah.
And also, I don't think it would be a tough sell to my wife.
Oh, you think?
Yeah. Hey, I got this new plan, babe.
Yeah. But if it brings
I'm going to hire a bunch of hot, naked chicks to drive people around and call it boober.
Yeah, but as soon as you drop off the cash, I think she'll be like, all right, fine.
Yeah, but, those early years.
You're right. Yeah, the early years, you're not going to have a lot of cash, just a lot of boobs. Yeah, it's a strip club in Portland called the Lucky Devil Lounge, and they have come up with a way to stay in business during the coronavirus scare since no one's going to come out and see them. So they're going to have their dancers go out and see you. That's right. They'll deliver food to people stuck at home, and they're calling it Boober Eats, ladies and gentlemen.
This is genius. They even copyrighted it. I saw they had the little copy, or they just put that on their Twitter page, which is smart.
And according to the Twitter quote, dancers will be delivering the food orders topless. Their food orders will be delivered topless to your doorstep, and it is Boober. And here's a clip of one of the dancers delivering to a guy's home.
Hi there. Thanks for calling Boober, the boob delivery service.
That guy looks so happy.
Yeah, it is fantastic.
I mean, I'm usually that happy when Jimmy John shows up and nobody's naked.
Yeah. No, she's got
pasties on.
Yeah, she's got pasties on. But still, that is just that's wonderful. I mean, are you kidding me? Oh, yeah. And
what do they serve there? I mean, besides
probably milk,
chicken breasts.
Chicken breasts. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Nuggets.
Ooh, they got steak.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They probably got some good food. The strip clubs down in Portland, they always like to give you some good food along with
pasta, so you could carb up.
Oh, yeah.
That is funny, though. What a great business plan.
And at least the one we saw in the video and the one we've seen in the pictures, you know what? They're sending quality.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at their Twitter page. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. It's really nice.
Very hungry.
And, yeah.
Do you see what's going on in Vegas now with Little Darlings?
No, what are they doing in Vegas?
They're doing drive-through strip shows. It's hilarious.
Really?
Yes.
Drive-through strip shows. Wow.
I love it. I actually was thinking about this yesterday. I'm like, how is the gentleman's club community doing with all this self-quarantine?
A drive-through strip show.
Can't be near people, social distancing. How do you pull that off?
Yeah, it's a 10-minute show, and you stay in your car. It costs you $100. And they're also featuring new XXX hand sanitizer wrestling on Saturday.
Nice.
Where they'll use about 20 gallons of hand sanitizer. I don't know how they're not going to get beat up for this.
Who's got a problem with that?
Well, except the people want the hand sanitizer. I can't get any.
Well, you can go to the club. They hand out hand sanitizers to people who come in.
Oh, all right. So that's another reason to go to the club then.
And they have hand sanitizer stations.
Okay, so then I have to go, right? I've got to get my sanitizer.
Yeah, I think we need to take a trip to Vegas.
Okay. All right. Listen, I'm doing it for the good of my family. And customers who go inside, yeah, they're going to have their temperature checked at the door. That's where a lot of places are doing.
Oh, are they?
Well, hospitals.
Oh, no, I mean, the strip club's going to check my temperature?
Well, I hope is it rectally? I have no idea.
Oh,
how they gonna do it? I don't know.
You got to pay extra for that. That's in the VIP room.
So Nevada still hasn't got the idea that you shouldn't go places because these guys are doing this. Even though
they're keeping like a 6 foot distance from the customers.
Look, I know you would like to visit these places, but I think Nevada is the reason why maybe the rest of the country's going insane. Because I get you're trying to stay open, but you taking my temperature and hand sanitizers isn't what they're telling us to do.
Damn it, BJ, these girls have bills to pay.
I know. The drive-through I don't have a problem with because, okay, I'm in my car, I'm by myself, you're over there. That I can support.
Plus, then you're in control of the music.
Yes. Oh, yeah, you're right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that. We're going to take your temperature. Here's hand sanitizer. Nothing could go wrong with you being here.
Right. Yeah. Welcome to Little Darlings.
Yeah.
Where your safety is our concern.
Yeah. Yesterday, Steve, he did get this one wrong.
Who played the Goblin King Jareth in the movie Labyrinth?
Labyrinth. I'm going to go with Sean Austin.
No.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
No. What
Peter North.
No.
Yeah. Who is Sean Austin? I know who Sean
Astin.
Astin is. Yeah, I know him.
He's kind of like a lesser known actor.
Is he Stone Cold Steve Austin's understudy?
He looks a lot like Michael Chiklis.
Oh, is it? Now I know who he is. Yeah. We were actually looking for David Bowie as the answer, or David Bowie if you want to go to Steve's School of Pronunciation. You want a shot at beating Steve? You got it, man. 206-421-ROCK. We're playing Beat Migs at 647 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. What's the difference between filing for bankruptcy and credit counseling?
Credit counseling is a useful process in some circumstances, but it does show up on your credit. In fact, from a credit scoring standpoint, credit counseling shows up just like a bankruptcy, so it's going to affect your credit as negatively as filing bankruptcy. In credit counseling, the idea is that a credit counselor works with your creditors on your behalf to try to lower interest rates or work out payment plans with your creditors to pay back your debt over time. In credit counseling, you almost always pay back 100% of the debt, sometimes at lower interest. And of course, some creditors will participate in that process and some won't. So you're usually left with kind of a mixed result with credit counseling and, of course, a high payment.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Get Macy's lowest prices of the season on specials for cooler weather, like cute boots and booties starting at $27.99. And warm new coats for all, 50 to 60% off. And get cafe-style coffee at your fingertips with select Nespresso bundles for only $124.99, now at Macy's. Plus, get your Macy's order faster when you pick up curbside or in store. Or try same-day delivery powered by DoorDash. Savings off sale and clearance prices, exclusions apply.